All right, I want to get through the rest of the year, so I think I'm just going to do some quick cross spreads while I have these cards out. This Cancer, this is going to be your reading. We're starting with the Knight of Swords, who's decisive, focused, driven, and impulsive. And this is about all of a sudden everything speeds up. Something had been stuck, limbo, stagnation. All of a sudden it picks up, and or it may involve an actual air sign or air sign like person, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. We also have the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a card often that's about patience. So maybe you have been waiting, maybe something was in limbo, maybe something wasn't moving. Again, but the planning, resources, and efforts that you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next step. So you've done that, and then all of a sudden everything picks up. But we're going to, since we looked at these two, we're going to stick them in here randomly, and then I'm going to mix up the cards in front of you like this. And then we're going to do like a cross spread. Now the overall energy is the Knight of Wands, who's passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Maybe that's why the Knight of Swords takes off the way he does, right? Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. And also the Seven of Fire. Isn't it interesting how before you had a Knight and a Seven, and now you have a Knight and a Seven again? Seven may be an important number for you. There's another Seven right there. It's Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot. Chariot is about movement, whether metaphorical or metaphysical or literal. Can be about travel, can be about movement, moving. Okay, the Knight of Wands is often about movement or moving too, often specifically with regard to your career or work or like relationships and things. Wands in general are about movement, at least for me. Okay, so, but this would be all of a sudden, so again, maybe something wasn't doing anything at all. Maybe you wanted to go away. Let's just give you an example. You wanted to go away, and you didn't think you were going to be able to, and then all of a sudden you're able to travel. Maybe because of this pandemic, Omicron and all that kind of stuff. You didn't think you were going to get to, then all of a sudden you're able to travel, and then boom, so it picks up. Just an example. It could be anything. All right, so lay some cards here for the recent past. I'm going to do, I think, 3 in each area. This will be the heart of the matter. This will be the near future. This is the roots of the foundation. Just want to make sure everything's in frame as best as possible. And this will be your higher self, or the crowning energy, messages from your higher self. What it has to add to this, want you to know. And then let's do a couple of love. Specifically love relationship here. Recent past. It's another 7. So again, I think these 7s in terms of numerology are going to be very significant for you too. 7 is about divinity. It's about God. The creator, creation. Plans that need revision. More going on than meets the eye. And poor timing. 7 of Swords can often be about something that is lost, being returned to you, being recovered. It can be about you. I tend to say that it represents the energy of joy stealing, because sometimes it's not somebody else that stole something from you or took something from you or caused you to lose something or whatever. It's you stealing your own joy by being afraid to take an opportunity, take a chance. And so you miss out. In that sense, you miss on your own joy. We have the Lovers, which may involve a Gemini. The Seven of Swords, it's the energy of air. It could also be connected to a Gemini. In intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. Where this is about love and relationship, this is a love and relationship that is reciprocal. This can also be about a decision that you're needing to make, though. So with the Eight of Cups, it's a card of divinity as well. It can be about just increase in spirituality. So this may be a spiritual relationship if you're willing to take a chance on it and get into it, like a soulmate relationship. Sometimes this is also involving a heart versus head decision. And so maybe the Seven of Swords is representing the difficulty in making the decision as well. Like your heart wants to do one thing and your mind is telling you something else. And that may be to move on from something or someone, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Near future. Very nice. So we're moving towards something that's a lot better. Well, wait a minute. We've got the Ten of Pentacles here. A very happy family life, financial security, and finding magic in the little things in life. But that is paired with the Two of Pentacles, which can be about balance. It can also be about partnership, relationships. It can be about a decision that you're needing to make as well. Earthly matter. Too much going on at once. There's a need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. But then we have the Three of Swords. Great sadness. Take time to heal. There's a need to forgive yourself and others. Sometimes the Three of Swords is about like movement. Again, we saw that Chariot also. The like movement, moving on from something or someone. We have the Eight of Cups here too. And so even though you're moving towards something that's really awesome, it's still sad that you're having to leave something behind. So let's say you're changing jobs, right? Let's say you're getting an inheritance. Somebody, passed away, maybe not, now, but they passed away before, and you're getting the inheritance now. So this is increase for you. This is you with balanced books and finances because you got this lump sum in, but it did involve, sadness, separation, loss, things of that nature. This could be, like divorce settlement, some other sort of family court thing. So again, that involves sadness, loss, separation, betrayal sometimes, but it's also involving, you moving into a more positive space, a healthier household and family life, and also maybe getting some sort of financial increase that may be even in a lump sum. Higher self message. Two cards about, again, more potential betrayal or loss. The Four of Pentacles for me is a card that suggests that there's something that we have to let go. So that could also be what it is. It might not be that this thing is lost. It may be that you need to leave it alone. And that's the heart versus head decision. You're trying to hold on to something that is trying to leave your life. And this is the universe again, letting you know that something is trying to exit your life and you're holding on to it. All right. Four of Pentacles, being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. Yeah, those are possible reasons. But also for me, again, the Four of Pentacles is about staying in a dead-end job. So again, maybe you need to leave your job and go to a better one. A dead-end relationships. Again, maybe there's a divorce or separation from a relationship that's not healthy, that's needed. So again, there could be sadness involved because you're severing ties with someone or something, but it is for the better. And you may come to that revelation that this needs to happen. I have to, move on. It's a significant life event. It's a huge change. So that explains the Three of Swords, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. Sometimes for me also that the tower can be something involving a home, a building, you know, like an actual tower or structure. And that may be, you know, also what the Ten of Pentacles is about. Again, it can be an inheritance. That doesn't necessarily mean actual money. It could be a home or something that you're coming into. Again, even in a divorce, you know, oh, well, she got the house, I got the car, or whatever the case is. So this can be tied to that. And then we do have another indication that, again, there was some sort of betrayal, loss, separation, something with the Ten of Swords here, but that's over. So that is in the past. It ended up in the right placement, recent past, because that's done. Now we're moving on. Ten of Swords shows up to say we're moving into better energy. It's the end of a career path. So again, maybe you're leaving a job, a project, okay, or a relationship maybe that brings feelings that are mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. But you're asked to put aside your fears, like the Seven of Swords energy, put aside your fears about those changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. So that's what your higher self has to say. Putting the major arcana cards on the top. At the root or foundation, to tell us what happened. Okay, for some of us, this is definitely involving a relationship, not necessarily romantic, but very possibly romantic. It could be like a business relationship or contract that we thought we could trust as well, where we're tied in with people that we care about, or we were invested, including emotionally, in, you know, a project or a job, a career, maybe it was our own business or something that we cared about, because we have balance or temperance, which represents the sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius could also be involved. And for me, also represents Aquarius, because we have this water bearer here on the front. The need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Now, this is a card of healing. And on one hand for me, as can be the King of Cups. He is very generous and tenderhearted and gentle. And so this can all be about healing, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, somebody helping you out with a situation, maybe guiding you. Or maybe even charity work, because he's a very generous person as well, the King of Cups. And maybe an actual water sign like yourself, or this could be you even, particularly for the masculine and or male among you, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. The Unity or the Hierophant, Major Arcana card 5. Fives are about change. Traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organization, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Often for me, the Hierophant is about just that, needing to seek out like-minded people, that we have to sever ties again with some people maybe that we cared about a lot, that were close to us, but we have ascended. We are on a new level. We are at a new energetic vibration, and these people, places, and things with which we've been surrounding ourselves no longer align with our vibration. So now our soul naturally, Eight of Cups, wants to seek something that is of a higher vibration than our own, or at least an equal vibration to our own, a matching frequency, so that we can, you know, learn something from each other and teach something to each other. So this is where the Hierophant comes in. But for others, this can be about, again, like I said, a contract. The Hierophant can definitely be about contracts and commitments, and Temperance can be about negotiations and collaborations and compromises, and like trying to work something out between two people, or deciding to just, you know, let it go, whether that means going your separate ways as well, or, you know, agreeing to shake on it and just not talk about it again. You know, we're not going to keep arguing. You say it's black, I say it's white, and we've decided to just, okay, let's just, you know, set aside those differences, agree to disagree, and move on, or decide that those differences don't even matter. Like, who cares? You know, let's just pretend it's gray. Let's call it gray and even, and shake on it and move on about our business. So those are potential meanings there. And at the heart of the matter, we have the Six of Cups. So this could be something involving siblings, So again, maybe inheritance, a family situation, siblings. As the sign of Gemini also represents the energy of siblings. A soulmate. The Six of Cups is a soulmate card in the tarot. Something or someone from your past can be about exes, sometimes returning to your life. We do have a Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini. We do have a Mercury retrograde in January. So this is for the month of January in 2022. So that can be what this is about as well. A soulmate or somebody, an ex or something, returning to your life. Maybe somebody with whom you worked or that you met at work. Or this could be something like a job, something from your past that is returning as a second opportunity. The Page of Wands can often be about finishing something we started in the past that wasn't completed. So maybe it has something to do with a job or a relationship, or some other sort of growth opportunity. The Three of Pentacles is a card of collaborations and people working together on like group projects, and it's also representative of like a worker energy, a laborer. You putting, as opposed to a card like maybe the Six of Pentacles, where you could just be getting resources without having had to do any work for them. It's like timely assistance that comes in for you. This one is reward, abundance, that is really tied to some sort of work that you did. You put the effort in and you got paid for it. It's compensation, basically. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player, again, working with other people. Page of Wands can be an actual fire sign. An Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, who is outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. This can also be something, maybe some sort of work that you've always wanted to do since you were a child or in your past, or maybe your soul is longing to get into this thing and you don't even necessarily realize why, but it's like, I have a longing to do this because it's from a past life. Lastly, for your love and relationship, okay, we do have you having healed or healing from maybe a past hurt, a past Three of Swords. So we've upgraded here to the Four of Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So this can be about you maybe again making a decision as well. Sometimes this is tied to travel for me. It's the travel plans time, followed by the Six of Swords, which is the actual traveling that happens. And we did have that overall energy of the Knight of Wands, which again is about movement, potentially travel, and things like that. We also had the Chariot, which represents your energy. I don't think I mentioned that, but directly correlates to the sign of Cancer. So a few possible meanings of this: healing, restoration from a three of Swords type of energy, a need to make a decision that you're going to meditate on it and figure out what's best for you. Listen to your intuition and things of that nature, or you're making travel plans, which let's leave that one definitely for last because I don't think it's travel plans. So here we have two water energies you may be involved with, or you may meet, or you may have returning, again, Six of Cups, maybe an ex, or meeting a soulmate that is a Pisces. In the tarot, Major Arcana card 18, the moon represents the sign of Pisces most directly. But actually the moon, the Earth's real moon, rules your sign. So this could be something involving another Cancer as well. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Maybe more importantly than either of those things of what sign it is or whatever, this is about, again, a need for you to pay attention to your intuition, maybe with regard to the decision, and the decision may be how to respond to this offer of love that may or may not be from another water sign, a direct water sign, and again, maybe a Pisces or another Cancer, and then Scorpio, in that order, if it has to do with another water sign. Page of Cups is intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. a relationship begins a new phase, and there are heightened psychic abilities. So all of these cards can be about the need to pay attention to your intuition with regard to love and relationship as well, and your intuition being very, very strong. Also, other psychic or spiritual gifts that you may have coming through very, very strong during this period, during this month, that may be tied to the energy of Pisces. Actually, we will have, I believe, by then in January. If we don't have it by then, we'll be approaching it. Both Jupiter and Neptune. So Neptune, Pisces, current ruler, and Jupiter, Pisces, ancient ruler. So that may be what the Page of Wands is representing, as well as the Knight of Wands. In that sign, both of its rulers in that sign, which is going to give it some really, really intense support and energy and benefit to other signs, but especially Pisces. So those are the possibilities for you for love. But I mean, it looks good either way, because you've got this. Everybody wants to see the cups when it comes to love and relationship. And you have the Page here. So this is like an offer. It's at least something that puts a smile on your face, makes you feel good with regard to love and relationship. Even if you remain single, and what is putting a smile on your face is you're having healed and moved beyond a situation from your past, a Three of Swords situation. And that's your reading, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good month and a good new year. Namaste.